honestly, what these northerners, what they understand, the only thing they understand is if anybody talks on what is wrong about the government, the next thing, even the government of the day, everybody that opposes or criticizes them is a terrorist. Proscribe them. Proscribe them how? Now, the coalition of northern groups calls for the proscription of AFENIFERE. Why? Because they say Yoruba, they said they are undermining peace. A group of Yoruba elders has reacted to an earlier report in which a northern organization accused AFENIFERE of undermining peace in the country. The northern organization also called for the proscription of AFENIFERE. The Yoruba Council of Elders lambasted the coalition of northern groups for calling for the proscription of AFENIFERE, a Yoruba sociocultural group comprising elders from the region. In an earlier report, the CNG had called on the federal government to proscribe groups that they accuse of undermining peace, coexistence, and security in Nigeria. The CNG fingered AFENIFERE as part of the cultural organizations that may be undermining peace in the country. Continuing, the CNG accused the groups of inciting others to acts of terror, while also openly expressing their support for acts of violence and terrorism. In its reactions, the Yoruba Council of Elders, while speaking with The Guardian, lambasted the northern group for calling for the proscription of AFENIFERE. The YCE described members of the CNG as jokers, while also retreating that the AFENIFERE, as a Yoruba sociocultural group, is one of the most patriotic in Nigeria. The YCE also stated that those calling for the proscription of AFENIFERE should be ignored and not dignified with any response. It affirmed that the AFENIFERE, as a Yoruba group, had always been at the forefront of calls for true federalism in Nigeria, and that those calling for its proscription should be ignored. Indeed, the Yoruba Elders Forum has now issued a strong statement opposing the demands made by the coalition of northern groups. The AFENIFERE is a sociocultural group in the southwest, just like the Organizing Igbo of the southeast and the Northern Elders Forum of the northern states. Well, what are your thoughts and opinions with regards to this statement by CNG calling for the proscription of the AFENIFERE and other sociocultural groups accused of undermining peace and security in the country? Honestly, the way things are going in this country, the best thing is to restructure. But unfortunately, they can't restructure. They don't want restructuring. The best thing, everybody go your separate way. But they don't want to do the same. They don't want to do that. They are the ones who are always seeing those who, once you expose their atrocities or their tactics or their intents, the next thing is to proscribe you. But they have bandits and terrorists in their domain. They utter nothing. Have you ever heard them talking about the manner at which Gumi has been going from one bandit camp to the other? Have you ever heard them? Even the amnesty given to all these people who have done all manner of atrocities or committed all manner of atrocities. Did you hear any of this northern group making any statement? They will not. Their focus is what the south will be making. Any group from the south, the statement they are going to be making is what they are always looking for. Call for restructuring. They will tell you these people they are undermining the security, honestly, the peace of the country, and also they are threats to national security. Threats to national security. When we talk about threats to national security, it is coming from their side. The only thing that will, if those who are thinking, Nigeria has, you can't just be big for nothing without anything, without showing anything for it. You can't just be saying that you are big, and nothing. The coalition of northern groups are jokers, and their utterances are laughable and irresponsible, irrelevant, and in ignorance. They should be educated on the activities of AFENIFERE in the southwest region of Nigeria. Terrorist group calling for our elders' proscription. Is it not funny? Is it not laughable? These northern groups think that they not own Nigeria while others are their slaves. They believe that they can incite the Fulani-controlled government to proscribe any group as they did against IPOB. but they are the terrorists, bandits, Boko Haram and ISWAP sponsors. The North is terrorizing Nigerians. They must be stopped somehow. Anyhow, they must be stopped. I am not too surprised about the pronouncement of the group because they are partakers in the misrule of the government of Buhari. They pretend as if they don't care about the injustice and nepotism perpetrated in Nigeria. Hence, the lackadaisical attitude of Buhari. God is a better judge, and we act accordingly when the time comes. At the appropriate time, he will make all things beautiful. Not as being always looking for trouble here and there, but they can't use their capacity and keep peace at their region. Northerners are not sincere and can never be sincere no matter what. Coalition of Northern Terrorists, the evil coalition of Northern group that has never condemned Fulani herdsmen killings, just like I said before, and all the atrocities their fellow Northerners committing all over Nigeria. How dare you evildoers has the authority to talk about Yoruba people? Is it not funny? Is it not laughable? It is laughable. They are saying, oh my God, we are in for bigger problem. All this peace talk, all this meeting they are holding, all of them are deceiving themselves because there is no unity anywhere. It's unfortunate that Buhari has come to destroy the country to what it is now. In what area can you talk about? People are just complaining. I want to get out of this country. Anyhow, any means. Anyhow, by any means. What can you even talk about? No progress. Nothing is just moving. Very, very unfortunate. And this ones are calling for prescription of AFENIFERE. Is it not funny? Well, the Yoruba elders, thank you for your courageous answer to this terrorist northern group. They have no conscience and not ashamed. No conscience whatsoever. They have no conscience. Abhorring Boko Haram bandits and Fulani killer herdsmen. Upon all this, they have mouths to condemn other tribes in Nigeria. That is tactics now. Using that tactics. They are using tactics. They are using tactics. What they do is what they will turn around and accuse others of doing. That AFENIFERE should be proscribed because now the AFENIFERE is now a terrorist group. According to them, AFENIFERE is not a terrorist group because they are the ones sponsoring. Well, I think they are the ones they should face themselves because the silence of the Southerners over the years is bringing all these insults. So guys, let's say your opinion and let's know your thoughts.